The HH-60W Jolly Green II, the U.S. Air Force's new combat rescue helicopter, has entered operational testing at Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada. The last HH-60W left Eglin Air Force Base's Duke Field in Florida on March 22, wrapping up its initial developmental test with the 413th Flight Test Squadron, according to an Air Force release issued on Wednesday. Want to know more? Hey guys, welcome to our channel Military Planes, where we tell you about the most advanced warplanes to those currently famous in the air. So stay with us till the end of this video so you don't miss out on any of this information. But before we proceed, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell symbol so that you don't miss out on any of our wonderful videos in the future. And let's dive in. The HH-60W is a heavily modified variant of the battle-proven UH-60M Black Hawk, with the Whiskey variant offering significant capability and reliability improvements over the HH-60G to better support the full range of combat rescue and other special operations. The HH-60W specification promotes more capable defensive systems, vulnerability reduction, weapons, cybersecurity, environmental, and expanded adverse weather sensor capabilities, as well as more comprehensive net-centric requirements. The CRH contract includes the original Engineering and Manufacturing Development Award issued on June 26, 2014, as well as 5 additional system demonstration and test article aircraft options awarded in January 2017. The CRH program of record calls for 113 helicopters, 9 of which are EMD SDTA aircraft, and 104 of which will be production aircraft. The contract involves the development and fielding of aircrew and maintenance training systems, as well as product support, in addition to the purchase of the aircraft. Secretary of the USAF Barbara Barrett spoke at the Air Warfare Symposium in the U.S. earlier this year, and the event served as the backdrop for the HH-60W's official naming ceremony. The new combat rescue helicopter, the HH-60 Whiskey, improves range and survivability for safer SAR operations everywhere, all of the time, Barrett explained. The Air Force is renaming our newest CSAR helicopter the Jolly Green II. Revolving the Jolly Green name honors our CSAR crews past and present. Those who fly this plane will live up to the motto, "These things we do so that others may live." Several aviation history buffs will recognize that name, as it dates back to the 1960s, when HH-3E Jolly Green and HH-53 Super Jolly Green helicopters braved enemy fire to recover personnel during the Vietnam War. Not only is the HH-60W a noteworthy platform in terms of air med and rescue, but it is also easy to see how the Jolly Green II could charge out to save Allied service members during coalition operations. Furthermore, it is acknowledged that 6 countries are currently interested in the CRH, including the United Arab Emirates, Mexico, and the United Kingdom. The CRH program now has 8 aircraft in flight after completing its first flight in May 2019. 6 of the 8 helicopters are undergoing extensive flight tests to support the path to required assets available, while the other 2 are used to train USAF pilots. We're building on the UH-60M and incorporating things that the HH-60G doesn't have. Tactical glide scope approach, mark-on-top approach, and approach to point are a few examples, said John Biscayno, senior experimental test pilot with Sikorsky. The engine and dynamic systems, which aim to reduce total ownership cost over the entire life cycle, are one notable area where the HH-60W retains 100% commonality with the UH-60M. The CRH can be deployed at any time of day or night, in any weather, and in a wide range of threat scenarios, including terrorist attacks, chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear threats. According to the Air Force, a single pilot must be capable of flying and operating all electronic sensor weapon systems, including countermeasures, while the second pilot navigates, communicates, and manages mission execution. There are numerous improvements that make the HH-60W a formidable CRH. The aircraft has an excellent structural design that allows for shipboard compatibility, as well as a maximum gross weight of 22,500 pounds. According to Sikorsky, the aircraft meets all USAF requirements, including a combat radius of 195 nautical miles, hot and high-altitude hover at 4,000 feet PA and 95 degrees Fahrenheit, unprecedented net-centric capability, and best-in-class survivability and lethality. Enhanced floor and wall armor for the cabin and cockpit are critical survivability enhancements. The aircraft also has an advanced integrated defensive suite, which includes an APR-52 digital warning receiver, an AVR-2B laser warning system, an AAR-57 missile and hostile fire warning system, and 6 integrated chaff and flare dispensers. Greg Hames, Sikorsky's CRH program director, spoke with AirMed and Rescue. One of the most important aspects of this aircraft is its ability to survive in today's battlefield. The HH-60W's versatile cabin, which is optimized for CSAR missions, is another important feature. Depending on the mission, multiple configurations are available, including litter stations and stowable pararescueman seating in the cabin ceiling to maximize cabin space. Latest technological advancements have outpaced several baseline CRH requirements, necessitating changes to address survivable CSAR tactical operations against the most recent enemy threat weapon development and to address obsolescence issues. The first enhancements are the removal of obsolete systems and the addition of an EO/IR symbology pilotage overlay with integrated queuing environment restricted visibility approach landing guidance symbology. An enhanced IR jamming system is being integrated for the most serious modern threats, as outlined in a Joint Urgent Operational Need Statement and Supplemental Threat List. One can safely assume that this will be a distributed aperture infrared countermeasure system, similar to what has recently been fielded on the Pave Hawk. Following enhancements will include a degraded visibility environment sensor and queuing suite, GPS anti-jam, video data link, Blue Forces Tracking 2 satellite-based data link, and integration of electronic flight bags into cockpit avionics. As a result, the Air Force will have a more robust, multi-domain operations platform that will allow it to rescue airmen and women in any environment. The HH-60W Tactical Mission Kit is being developed by Lockheed Martin's Owego, New York facility. It will integrate the aircraft sensors, radar, and survivability-enhancing defensive communication system, as well as blended geo-registered situational awareness displays. The cockpit of the aircraft has 4 multifunction color displays, while the cabin has 3 displays. Stringent environmental requirements demanded effective, filtered air handling to keep tactical mission systems cool in the hottest climates, while increased electrical demands necessitated upgrades to the main and auxiliary power unit generators to provide a more redundant power supply. It includes mounts, ammunition handling provisions, and electrical control for fixed forward and crew-served weapons for 250 caliber weapons and one 7.62mm weapon. The TMK allows pilots to fly with a lot of situational awareness, and it also allows the SMAs in the back to see all of the data essential for them to undertake their missions, whether that's a suppressive fire or, more importantly, using the rescue hoist to save people's lives, Hames said. Lockheed Martin Training, Logistics, and Sustainment will provide a custom-tailored training system comprised of flight simulators, procedural and maintenance trainers, and accompanying courseware to ensure mission readiness. We're delivering a single HH-60W full-motion flight simulator to Kirtland Air Force Base, and they currently have options for 2 more, said Sean Katanak, Senior Program Manager for Lockheed Martin Training and Logistics. I should mention that those full-motion flight simulators are an entire crew training simulator with the cockpit and special mission aviators, each with their own visual systems just behind the cockpit, just like in the real aircraft. It is a large simulator that will allow the Air Force to do a variety of things, primarily crew coordination, Katanak explained. Those are the simulators going to each main operating base if you take that same basic layout and put it on a fixed base. And that's it for today, guys. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see even more of our incredible videos. You can also check out our other videos that have been specifically selected for you. We'll catch up in the next video.